I'm talking about gifted, LeBron-esque, two-handed, full court, touchdown pass kind of passing. Caitlin Clark is running away with the WNBA assists lead. She's 25 better than anybody else in the league. It's pretty extraordinary for a rookie. She is starting to push Asia as the best player in the league because I don't see anybody control a game the way Caitlin can.
The WNBA has a problem. It's a good problem, but still a problem. Caitlin Clark is so good, she's making the reigning MVP, A'ja Wilson, look average. Clark's leading the league in points and assists, bringing in record viewership and changing the game. So what's the solution? Well, that's what we're gonna talk about. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. But here's the thing, not everyone's happy about this rookie sensation, especially not A'ja Wilson. You know, the reigning MVP? Yeah, she's not thrilled. And can you blame her?
A second because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut. Clark connects on a 3. Clark a 3. Second 3 of the quarter for Caitlin Clark.
They need to be disciplined. Just 2 personal fouls here through 3 quarters. Dejanay has taken a new step.
Clark lays an E and the little hesitation works.
Imagine dominating the league, then suddenly this new kid shows up and steals all the spotlight. That's gotta sting, right? This isn't just about 2 players, though. It's about the future of the WNBA, and things are about to get wild. We're talking record-breaking performances, heated rivalries, and maybe even a changing of the guard. The league's never seen anything like this before, so buckle up, because we're in for one heck of a ride. Now let's zoom in on the rookie causing all this commotion. Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records, she's shattering expectations. What if I told you she's putting up numbers that make seasoned pros look like amateurs? You think you know Caitlin Clark? Wait till you hear these numbers. She's averaging 37.6 points per game when you combine scoring and assists. That's not just good, that's insane. We're talking video game numbers here. But it's not just about the points. Clark's changing the whole game. She's hitting 37% of her shots from 30 to 34 feet. That's like shooting from another zip code, and she's doing it consistently. One expert said, Clark isn't just good, she's changing the game. And get this, she's not just scoring, she's leading the league in assists too.
That's what 6'5" would do for you. I don't have that luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the bucket. And comes up with it. Here's Clark in transition where she's dangerous. Leaves it behind for
Clark. Head up as always. Just run with it and finish it. Head on a swivel.
That's right, she's dominating in 2 categories. It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Remember last year when the Fever were the laughingstock of the league? Well, guess what? They're in the playoffs now. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. She's not just improving her team, she's transforming it. You know what's even crazier? This is her rookie season. Most first-year players are just trying to find their footing. Clark, she's obliterating rookie standards. One expert called her a franchise-altering talent. That's not hype, that's reality. And fans are noticing. A recent game pulled in 617,000 viewers. For the WNBA, that's huge. People aren't just watching basketball anymore. They're watching the Caitlin Clark show. So what does all this mean? It means we're witnessing something special. Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's rewriting the rule book. She's setting a new standard for what's possible in the WNBA. Clark's meteoric rise is shaking up the league, but there's one player who's not celebrating. A'ja Wilson, the WNBA's golden girl, is fuming. Is the MVP crown slipping from her grasp? Let's talk about A'ja Wilson. She's not just any player. She's the reigning MVP, the cream of the crop. Wilson's been dominating the court, leading the WNBA in points and blocks. That's not just good, that's elite status. But now she's got competition, and it's coming from an unexpected place.
The free throw line is huge for a shooter.
And Tanisha Wright knows this team very well, having coached as an assistant in Las Vegas. And A'ja Wilson with a beautiful jump shot. Ryan Howard got the switch on A'ja Wilson. She backdoor, and there's
where she is just so solid, moving without the ball.
Practice yesterday, I thought she was critical in that win over Chicago. Let's see if that momentum carries over tonight.
Once again.
Enter Skip Bayless. Yeah, that's Skip Bayless. He dropped a bombshell that's got the whole league talking. He said Caitlin Clark should be the MVP. Can you believe it? A rookie taking the crown? That's wild. And Wilson, she's not taking it well. She's not just upset, she's fuming. Imagine being at the top of your game and suddenly everyone's talking about this new kid. It's gotta sting, right? But here's where it gets crazy. Wilson's dealing with a right lower leg injury. Talk about bad timing. She's trying to defend her title, and now she's got to do it on a bad leg. That's tough. You know what's even tougher? Wilson's got to face Clark head on. They've got matchups coming up, and Wilson's injury could mess that up. How's she gonna prove she's still the best if she can't even play? This isn't just about an award, this is about legacy. Wilson's fighting to keep her spot at the top. She's been the face of the WNBA, and now Clark's threatening to take that away. It's not just about this season, it's about who's gonna be remembered as the best. And let's be real, the pressure's on.
Asia out of the game, because that's the concern now. Wilson with the monstrous block.
Right now is 17. Here's the MVP going at Boston and rolls it in.
Mabry on Young. Oh, tricks are for kids, silly rabbit.
Wilson's accomplishments are impressive, but Clark's changing the game. Wilson's got to step up, injury and all, if she wants to keep her crown. You know what's crazy? This whole situation is actually good for the WNBA. Yeah, you heard that right. Drama sells tickets. People love a good rivalry. And this is shaping up to be one for the ages. And just when you thought this drama couldn't get any bigger, there's a twist. 2 games are coming up that might decide more than just the MVP race. They could change the face of women's basketball forever. Mark your calendars for September 11th and 13th. The basketball world's about to explode. Clark and Wilson are going head to head, and it's not just another game. This is the showdown we've all been waiting for. Think about it. Clark, the rookie sensation, versus Wilson, the reigning MVP. It's like watching a blockbuster movie, but it's real life. And the stakes, they're through the roof. We're not just talking about the MVP race here. These games could shake up team standings, playoff positions, and who gets bragging rights in the league. It's like the whole WNBA season comes down to these 2 matchups. But here's what's really wild. This rivalry, it's not just good for Clark and Wilson, it's changing the entire WNBA. We're talking record viewership, folks. Clark's games are already pulling in crazy numbers. Some of them are even outperforming NBA games. Can you believe that? And it's not just about the viewers. Clark's bringing in new fans left and right. People who never cared about women's basketball before are suddenly tuning in. Why? Because they want to see what all the fuss is about. You know what that means, right? More fans, more visibility, more money. Sponsors are starting to take notice. The WNBA is about to get a whole lot bigger. But let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just about 2 players or even 1 season. We're watching history unfold. Clark and Wilson are redefining what's possible in women's basketball. They're raising the bar for everyone, rookies and veterans alike. So when these 2 clash on September 11th and 13th, it's not just a game, it's a turning point for women's basketball. We're talking about a moment that people will remember for years to come. Let's recap. Caitlin Clark's taking the WNBA by storm, breaking records and drawing massive crowds. Oja Wilson, she's not happy about it. The reigning MVP's feeling the heat, and now she's got to prove she's still the best. And those games on September 11th and 13th, they're gonna be insane. But here's the thing, this isn't just about Clark and Wilson. It's about the whole WNBA. The league's not just growing, it's exploding. We're talking record viewership, new fans, and more money. This rivalry's changing the game. So whose side are you on? Team Clark or Team Wilson? Or are you just Team WNBA? Either way, don't miss these games. You'll be watching history in the making. The future of women's basketball is here, and it's looking bright.